1 plus 24.
Oh,
I'm not
goodness
kidding.
gracious.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
Lena.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Needs assassin.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Silencer.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Witch Doctor.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Bat Rider!
Radiant team pick.
A lot of drafts right now where, oh my God, is that the, are you going to look at the numbers from the last game? Oh, you should. So, because you're seeing so many drafts right now where
10
both
seconds
supports
remaining.
and the offlaner are coming out in the first 3 picks,
Ooh.
it's really
Dire
advantageous
team
to have
pick.
a second pick in the second phase.
We saw some weird games though. The last draft where it was like Sven
Oh,
Lena opening.
yeah.
We're
this
like,
is, I mean, it's the fun that is SEA.
And BO1s.
that's true. Yeah, I think the first 2
seconds
games,
remaining.
it definitely felt like both games draft wise were definitely tricky
5
things. Like
seconds
both
remaining.
teams had something in mind. It's fun to see teams pull that out more often. Didn't
Well,
work last
who's
game.
what was the first? Oh, the first game was
First one
like
was-
Geek
was-
Fam Happy Feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like Drow,
Viper,
Venge. Yeah,
yeah.
they picked a Viper late. It was like they what
They
did they
picked
set
a
up
Sven
for?
into.
Yeah, they opened Bristle, so their opponents picked Sven, and then they
Radiant
picked
team
like
pick.
Viper Drow, and they just kited him so easily by spreading those 2 heroes out. Like no matter
How
what Sven did, he was just
far
screwed.
has this region come in like the last 18 months? If you watched SEA Dota like a month before the Shanghai Major, like there were just so many of the drafts that just made no sense.
10 seconds
And now
remaining.
you see crazy drafts, but they're actually strategically
5
sound.
seconds remaining.
And I mean the region's never lacked for talented players.
Yeah, definitely not.
Reserve
All right,
time.
let's turn the drums down just a little bit.
I was gonna say.
I love the drums though. I just heard them. And
I
oh,
really
wait.
love Faceless's draft so far.
All right, check this out.
Isn't
Isn't that the most insane?
when support silencer gets rapier?
Isn't that the most? No, but look where
Oh,
look
I
how
know,
low
he
it
was-
was at 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, he
Like
was the
sub
least
5K.
least farmed hero in the game at like 30 minutes,
Mhm.
and then he's up to
Yeah,
oh
that
boy.
was amazing.
Oh.
That was a graph. So Kunkka, Witch Doctor, Lena, they've got really good re-engage. Lifestealers were really good pick against Kunkka.
Yep.
Kunkka's good against Bat Rider.
It's also
Silencer's
good against
pretty good
Nyx,
against
right? Because you
Kunkka.
can kind of ignore Carapace with X.
Kind of, yeah. I actually
Yeah,
laned
but-
against the Nixon lane recently.
And I guess on paper it's a lot more.
So here's the question: Do you actually actively
Dire
avoid
team ban.
getting ags on Witch Doctor against a Nyx?
It doesn't matter because the Spike Carapace
Yeah, it
would
doesn't
reflect to the
reflect,
Death Ward, not the
right?
hero.
Oh, it does. Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. It's one of only a few spells that works that way. Of course.
I don't think he'll get eggs anyways. Probably
10
he's gonna be more
seconds
worried about like
remaining.
Force Staffs, Ghost Scepters.
I forgot. For whatever
5
reason,
seconds remaining.
for whatever reason, I always remember the blade mail interactions correctly,
Reserve
but screw
time.
up the Spike Carapace.
Does Blade Mill work against Witch Doctor?
No.
Both?
Blade
Yeah, it doesn't.
Mail 100% reflects to the ward. because the ward is considered the origin of the damage. But of course, it follows logically that Spike Carapace would behave the same way, but I never get that right. Yeah, so the what you guys are saying, the lineup from
Radiant team
Moogle here
battle.
is it's a lot harder to execute than what I see on the side of Faceless. Like they really need to get these combos super right.
Mm-hmm.
I think the drug helps with that at least because they can actually kill the offlane easier. But I don't think they have good lifestealer solution.
10 seconds remaining.
I think that what the jug gives you is that
team pick.
also is that it makes it so that if you do want to fight behind the Lina through Kunkka combo early on, it makes it so that you're going to be able to push off that guaranteed.
It's like a bristle tide. They need like a front line or off lane that doesn't care about
10
lifestealer rage
remaining.
too much. I guess tide versus lifestealer's not.
Faceless is thinking about
5
Bristle.
seconds remaining.
No, they already got Bat Rider. They can still run. They can
Could be
still
like-
run a mid.
I don't know if I'd want to do that
Reserve
against
time.
Alina.
But why do you ban the Legion if you're not at least thinking about the Bristle?
Probably lifestealer.
You're that worried about Legion as lifestyle?
It's a lifestealer BKB counter.
Wow.
Dire team pick.
So
Okay, yeah.
Possible
Standard core
aggro.
link. Well, core
they do
Tusk?
duels, so like
Yeah.
Witch Doctor Tusk offlane. It's pretty good against lifestealer.
You also have maybe, it's kind of an outlier
10
case, but you have
seconds
the Blink
remaining.
Snowball save on the lasso. And some
5
control for
seconds
rage.
remaining.
Still, though, I don't know how convinced I am by Core Tusk.
Reserve time.
If they punch lifestealer or Silencer,
No,
it's probably fine.
surely this isn't core Kunkka.
That'd be fun.
It would be fun. It would be fun as hell to cast. I just don't necessarily see the argument for it yet.
Yeah, it's definitely not core Kunkka. It's gotta be like Tusk Witch Doctor offlane, like Kunkka Jug
10
safe.
seconds.
Get some kill potential against
There's a
bad
Bristle.
mix.
That's what I thought. When you gotta, I mean, you gotta at least look at that when you see the 5th ban lead.
And this is actually such a good hero against Moogle's lineup because they're like all burst heavy. They're
Yes.
really slow setup. You know it's coming, and they'll just put him mid possibly.
Yeah, Black picked it up, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Because that's
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Patience from Zoe.
it's a double-edged sword, right? People talk about it as you always want to have the easier to execute lineup, but
Prepare
it
for
cuts
battle.
both ways. If you have that kind of a difficult lineup and you do play it well, it looks super good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this terrain?
It can be very difficult to see.
Yeah, it's so well done from an aesthetic standpoint.
It does increase your FPS as well.
It's a big FPS hit.
No, it's better actually.
Is it really?
Than the regular map. Yeah.
Really?
Pimped numbers.
Huh. Oh. JJ's again.
Come on, guys. Come on. Cutting in half. Everybody knows.
No chat wheel sounds.
All right, so
Changing
who's
colors.
our
This is the first game of the day, no chat wheel
Oh, there was
sounds.
one. Patience from
Oh,
Zoe.
there we go.
nice?
The lane matchups are looking pretty normal. Black will go mid. Flynn, Blade Bottle, Roaming, Assassin.
First Nyx.
Pretty much everything we expected.
I like the boots because you have to react to Kunkka. Bristle back. I feel like if the lanes go well for Faceless, then they will.
The battle begins.
Is this?
I'll take that.
Is this a solo Tusk?
I think he'll just do some ice shard something.
Yeah,
Block
gotta
the
there's gotta
creeps.
be some creep blocking or pulling shenanigans going on here, doesn't there?
Yeah,
This can't. Yeah, I mean,
You could just group them heavily and make them walk around it. Even if it only buys you like 3 seconds of the creeps walking, it's probably still good. Or maybe you do it like right here or
yeah. It's
something.
got the range creep going.
oh, okay.
Nicely done.
It's okay. I mean, it's not like a ton, especially because the range creep is all the way up here, but it will die first, which will guarantee him experience if there's an aside pull. So as long as he doesn't let that happen, then we'll be all good.
You fancy
That worked
it
fine.
now, do you?
Huh. Okay.
Jeb's gonna roam anyway, so
He stayed out of vision.
Pull up the last hits. G, because everybody
Pretty
G,
sure.
because everybody remembers that.
it's I'm sure we're on
So
Annie's
many
account.
G's
or
and left.
No. Ouch. He is, but
He's
all right.
Still getting some
This is,
experience.
yeah, it's working out. All right, you're right. Oh no!
Of my kind was first in this.
Turn
Blood
kill.
guys, I can see the Reddit threads now.
See kill.
It didn't happen.
That's where Dr. Sanka, I guess.
I don't even
I
notice.
mean, yeah, he
Three
gave
guys
first
hit
blood to
the
the jug. That can't be good. Then again, it's ice. Like I see him give away first blood and then win the lane more than any other player.
Hard lane actually with 3 stuns.
Oh, it's
2 stuns and a
brutally
spin.
hard lane.
Got it.
Black
That's-
reacting very well.
Look at I was just gonna say, look at that. I mean, it's only the first couple waves. I mean, I didn't see the blocks, but still.
Gold from my chest.
Screen is so far away.
Sorry, guys. None of us do camera work.
you trying
we totally
I
screwed
can, but
Purge
not,
over.
not with those hotkeys.
I did camera last time.
Oh, did you? Oh man.
And you just click on heroes enough. I couldn't handle it, so I did it. I was like, please click on
Triggered.
heroes more.
Triggered.
I was like, I'm either gonna have to flame you for not clicking on heroes constantly,
Or do
or
it.
I'm gonna do the camera work. So I just
That's
did it.
that's good, man. I would have gone the flame route. Let's be honest. I'm not a good person.
Illusion.
Yeah, there you go. Value.
For the level 1 mana burn.
Yeah, I guess that is why. Look at this incredible last hitting. Boy. That's actually really effective.
That's
Wow.
probably why Black's very
I was gonna say.
Without a bottle.
Stack a couple camps. Go Mana Burn Lena. Pretty good support life. I could do that.
It's the 1 each, I guess, for now. Just kind of having a hard time, as we expected.
Wait it out. Wait it out.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Both enemy carries. Both carries with a kill. That's safe. Well, I'm still thinking advantage Faceless with this bristle getting as much as he is mid.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good time.
Yeah, Ice's Ice recovered, like, relative to...
Every freaking time too. I feel like he actually, I don't know. I sometimes think that Daryl actually gets a lot of value out of not being afraid to give away the first kill. Like he gets up there in the lane and says, "Okay, I'm gonna get a couple early levels, and if you kill me, fine. But I know I'm on a hero that as long as he gets that early XP, can back up in jungle efficiently."
What if this could be warded right away?
Yeah, it's also like, let me drag the attention of the support. They think they can get a lot here, and then the next is mid.
No, that's a great point actually. I mean, they've been in a static trial lane for the first 5 minutes of the game.
That's pretty hard to do. I guess
This
you
is
can just
okay. So this actually kind of triggers me about Dire that you can do both.
what these two
You
camps
can do
are.
both ancient camps with shrines on the Dire side, and you can't on Radiant. That actually kind of bothers me.
Oh, because you can't pull this.
Yeah.
You might be able to if you just cut these trees, though.
Oh, can you? Can you double camp on the bottom Radiant shrine too? I guess you can.
And I'm saying you could pull them in and then
Yeah.
farm both at the same
Definitely
time.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Flying Blade, so if he was on Radiant, he could probably do it.
Yeah, it's mostly the top camp is totally out of the question. And he
Perfect.
gets it. Look at that.
Burns.
That's just man. I'm telling you. That's like.
That was perfect observing is what that was.
Oh, there we go.
Is that Japan anymore? It is, but it's the common one.
That's like when Sumail was playing Lena when teams hadn't figured fully out how to play against her yet. He would just get a kill with that level 6 spell combo like every game. It's alright.
Just what that doctor ordered.
It was actually really bad for Black that he started on the Ancients, but then he gave up on it. That was
Yeah.
really tough because he lost Shrine, and then because of that, when he went back to lane, he's missing partial health.
I
And he
was
gets
just
killed.
thinking
Feels like there's not a ton of levels going on though. Like, level 2 at 6 minutes is really low.
Yeah, they haven't gotten much out of the jungle.
Kind of confused.
Yeah, this tells me that they probably haven't run the mid bristle and scrims a lot because that's something that you just wouldn't do if you drilled on that hero. Because it wasn't like there was really a threat of jungle invasion there.
Oh yeah, he wants to kill.
Nice, there you go. That's all right.
Save them temporarily.
Why?
Oh, is he gonna live?
No, I think the last one.
Tangling.
Oh.
Oh,
Tango.
That was a
casual
little
20 HP, no problem, no problem.
bit.
He
Good kill.
gets a kill. And they rotate.
I'm telling you, that's just like the magical Daryl effect of the offlane.
Unbelievable.
Feed first blood, come back, get a kill 1 and 3. No big deal.
You've been burned.
What's the Radiant offlane tower?
No wonder the
Radiant
most pointless tower
structures
in the
are
game.
fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I feel like
Okay.
Radiant hasn't gotten anything done otherwise.
Yeah, the big trade though is between. I mean, I guess that's what you kind of expect that drafting a core Tusk against a bat, but still.
I mean, he's support levels though. He's level 4. And
Yeah, that's the problem. What levels are bat rather?
probably like 8 now. Yeah. That's sick.
He just got a solo kill.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
use lasso for that.
Money to burn.
Back off!
I don't even know how that happened. If I caught it, maybe I would.
Well, we got that on camera.
What are these levels right now? Like this guy just hit 3 at 8:30. Like what the hell's going
I'm
on?
telling you, it's the Isis Ice effect. They just spend time
Yeah.
worrying about him.
Radiant's
Okay. I mean, calm down, Daryl. That's just mean.
What is going on? Just killing everybody. Ooh, and an arcane rune. Clear the ancients.
I don't know. I don't feel like they really have a very good plan for the Tusk.
Okay. That's a bit deep.
Good, we good.
Radiant's top tower is
Very.
under attack.
Barry.
Okay, there we go.
Barry, it was worth it. Nice job.
Just baited. So the tower's probably gonna go down now in the off.
Radiant's top tower.
I mean, he
has
could have
fallen.
gotten the Witch Doctor kill, but he would have died for it for sure. So I'm gonna still gonna flame Barry a little bit, but worked out in the end.
Yeah. That's why he's got the armlet gold.
There it is.
And look there. Here comes the triple kill for Ice Ice. Oh, no, I guess he knows.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh,
no
get the
fucking way.
No,
Spare
please.
no expense for
Wait,
this kill.
wait.
Oh, he's not gonna.
There's no way you live here. Okay.
That was close. Alright, Trunko's finally online here. Yeah, once Lena showed up, it was
Poor
a
Ice
lot of-
Ice. We missed the solo kills. The one he dies on, we catch
Dire
it.
structures are fortified.
I mean, it was a 4-hero rotation. Like, I'm not gonna hate too much.
So now they have infestball and speed up. Does Nyx have 6? No,
Oh.
he's
Both teams are like, alright, we're a little underleveled.
Yeah.
Let's just do an honor 1v1 here. I think that was actually caught it. Dead hero got it. Let's pick up a level 6 though. It's like snowball into punch shards with a follow up from these.
I like on net worth.
Yeah.
Well, let's gamble on the button. Oh, it was actually wild.
Yeah. I still think Dire's looking just fine.
Dire's top tower is under
Ike's
attack.
is gonna have his drums.
Nyx has 6. He's not infested yet. Oh, I see they're just sitting bottom.
This could be good.
Radiant's bottom tower
Whoa.
is under attack.
They have global. They got
can't just,
their
like,
positioning is fairly obvious. They're gonna get a good initiation on Chivix' Lena here behind the global.
And
This
they get
should
the
be an
lasso off.
easy kill on the Lena with a lasso to follow up. Oh, nice cast bounce, but that's still gonna be 2 kills. Boat's gonna connect.
That was so good, the way they did that. Like
Yeah.
the really aggressive TP by Lifestealer, so they initiated him without needing to blink. And the global, and the stun on the Lena. Like, the fact that was Lena getting jumped on made that so easy.
That was to me, that was the big positioning error, was that the Lena is too far forward against the next.
Where this kid bounce on somebody else.
Yeah, this is fine if they trade. That's actually a totally good trade.
Nice.
That invest was actually so sick. Next way is really good.
This is we're getting into a position where if Chivix goes down
I'll
here,
play here.
this is actually a position that is moderately difficult for Radiant to come back from.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, like
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
this is another reason why I really like Bristle in this meta, even offlane or mid. Like, it just feels like because he's so effective with just a couple of items, he can trade 1-for-1 with enemy cores, and he's usually coming out ahead.
Radiant's
That was just such a
middle
good
tower
fight.
is under attack.
Depends on what. Kill him too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he can buy a Vanguard and treads and still get into the middle of fights and be fine.
And they instantly heal and they're going back in again. And they don't really lose much here.
Now this is really good.
Like it's not like they have to wait for like a lasso cooldown or something. They just instantly go back into the fight. And these guys are just getting back to the lanes to think like, okay, let's get some last hits here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower
Like
is
they
under
just
attack.
have to hug towers.
Yeah,
They don't know where their opponents are.
You
Like
can totally.
through their vision. Not good.
Oh man, and that's
Against
the other
Nyx
thing.
Bat Rider.
I didn't realize that they had committed the ward to that mid push too. So that's doubly frustrating. Is you commit the ward there to back up that mid push, and you lose the fight, and now you have no vision on the map. That's not enough. No, can't stop TP.
Okay.
All right,
It's not
that's
you gotta worry about.
Oh, I only got one kill out of
Just
that.
'cause went as well as it could have, it feels.
Yeah.
yeah. That,
But now
that,
they're TP'd out and the tower is...
But that's alarming
dead. Yeah.
that we're saying that. Oh boy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They have a death ward. No global, no lasso. There's
Yeah. And if the if the Radiant top offline tower is no longer the least important
Dire's
tower on the
middle
map,
tower is under
the Radiant
attack.
tier 1 mid tower is probably the most. Losing that tower early so badly.
Just so hard for
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Moogle.
attack.
Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Moogle.
really hard for them to initiate. Feels like basically like X combo.
It's too slow. Yeah.
Snowballs.
Well, they don't really have. They don't really have anything reliable and fast. I mean, Snowball is a reliable stun, but it's very easy for them to see that setup
prepare,
coming.
yeah.
Look at the levels as well. This is so bad for the Radiant team.
Oh. Best time.
Yeah. It's almost like some heroes get forgotten. Like I was thinking Centaur in the Tusk slot. I mean, he still has a very tough lane, but at least with Stampede, it feels like he can. Maybe you dodge a lasso or a Nyx initiation. Reinitiate.
Oh, I see the lane and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like when I saw that Tusk was going to be a core, that they had some kind of really clever plan for it. We haven't seen that yet.
Edge pan, edge pan.
Well,
Radiant's
Guess he
middle
didn't
tower
expect them
is
having
under
a ward.
oh yeah. Oh ho ho ho!
That bounce.
One more
Radiant's
bounce.
middle
You have
tower
Shrine.
has fallen.
Sounds
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was like, nope.
Pretty good.
unfortunate
this
Omni
is
bounce
out of
there.
Dire's
control.
top tower has fallen.
He didn't have that many
You
slashes
guys wanna-
anyways, I guess.
You guys want to go watch Abba get 10k?
But next, choice against the enemy heroes.
I just feel like,
Fast
I mean,
Halberd.
in SEA especially, you always think about that hero, but I kind of think he's like, I kind of think Nyx is like tier 1.5,
Really?
if not tier 1. I just, there's so many meta heroes right now that he's good against. Like so many int mids that we're seeing, so many stat dependent heroes.
He's good regardless, I think, regardless of those kinds of advantages. Just so good as a roamer. Like
Yeah.
you can get away with not getting blink lately for some reason. I guess it's
Oh,
just probably how easy it is to use Spike Carapace. Just set up kills is a lot of it too.
Part of it's got to be the Vendetta duration, right? Like level 1
Yeah.
Vendetta just feels so much better.
Lasts for 40 seconds. Used to be like
20.
15 or 20.
Yeah.
That was really tough. You TP in a lane, use it, and you have to get it killed in the next like,
Right.
20 seconds, or your hero felt bad. Almost caught that one. Basically,
You're
every
looking
time
at
Lasso was up,
duration.
every time Lasso's up, they get a kill.
Pro Bat Rider. That's Pro Bat Rider play, guys.
Nice is high level in the game.
Yeah. It is literally the point where he feeds first blood, and I'm like, oh, okay, good. I got a chance. Well,
Stay
Not
good job.
ideal.
well,
Not
I guess he
ideal.
didn't think the cooldown was off. It was up yet.
that was your plan, Ray. Get her.
Yeah, that was. I think he planned to hit stun, but then he
Minor
missed
bump in
it,
the
so
road.
he went for the mana burn instead, and then maybe tried to drain his mana so he didn't have enough to cast LP, but maybe at a
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
Oh.
That was really good usage.
Luna as well.
I mean, yeah, value.
I just,
You got the kill though, Verge.
2 ultimates used.
I mean, the cores are keeping up pretty admirably from the Radiant side. It's just the bottom half of the lane that's been fed on.
Yeah, they're just.
Surprised Tusk even has that much more, honestly.
Yeah.
Goes for the experience gain. Pretty good with Midas, I guess.
Oof.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It is, but he's sitting on casual chainmail and he's finishing his Midas.
Yeah, I think it was interesting. I thought that a long time ago. I guess you kind of need a little bit of armor at least to deal, to not just get like 4-shot by it.
You know, I'm all for +5 armor, but I heard Medallion's pretty good.
Maybe change his build idea. I mean, Medallion's really expensive compared to just chainmail though.
It is,
2
it
extra
is,
armor
that's
for
right.
an extra like 600 gold.
That's right.
Radiant's
fine
bottom
that he-
tower
that
is
he
under
can
attack.
Alright,
Go back later, maybe.
I'm with you.
The whole like,
Because he's not, I mean, it's not like he's going to finish Sword Crest before Midas, so.
yeah. It's not like the Roshin, it's not like he really needs to keep allies alive. They're just kind of like pushing lanes and letting his other more
Radiant's
important
bottom
heroes take
tower
place.
is under
It,
attack.
it's one of those positions where,
Radiant's
like,
bottom
I
tower
think they're gonna
has
set up
fallen.
top.
yeah, they should. At
Dire's
this
top
point,
tower is
you
under
know, they're
attack.
not, at this point, they're not going to win early, and
Radiant's
him
middle
having
tower is
a
under
Midas
attack.
is not going to, they're not going to lose because he has the Midas. So they might as well itemize to keep up and farm to 40 minutes when they might actually have a chance.
I was gonna say, give that to the Tusk. Oh, I give it
They
to
want the
him.
boat, I guess. They're not.
Caught
Oh,
it.
boy.
That was a very nice. Jump straight from the bat, hit the other heroes instead. He's actually super tanky though. Holy crap. This guy's coming up. Good for expensive.
He's also high level.
Yeah, this is one of the big weaknesses that I see with poor Lenas is that even when the Lena herself is decently farmed, if your supports are under level, they can't protect her. She just dies.
Travel build up too. Part of that network.
Kind of crappy.
Doesn't contribute to your survivability.
Yep. What's up? Alright.
I'm out after this one.
Yeah, this is not exactly a nail biter. Although, not out of it. I probably should.
That's a very interesting
Was that
way
reverse
to-
psychology?
No, no. No, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I've been on a plane all day, been packing boxes for the last 4.
Well, maybe in that case, you could use a margarita.
Got back from the trip to
Radiant's
China
Oh,
from
yeah.
hell.
is under attack.
Oy vey.
After China, Scotch seems more,
Oh, no.
more appropriate.
Oh, there was some single malt. Why is Annie hitting things? Oh, okay.
There's-
I'm like,
There's a lot of spiders in the basement.
oh, all right.
I went
It's
to
a
hit one-
basement.
I went to hit one this morning, and after I killed it, another spider was there.
Nice.
And then I tried to kill that one, but it jumped into the cracks, so it's still here. Or maybe Annie killed it, I don't know. We may die is what
Radiant's
we're trying
top
to say.
tower
Wow.
is under attack.
It's a hard kill, actually. This comes during less iteration.
Well, there's a lot behind it. They don't have vision, I guess.
Yeah, this
Oh, they're
that's
baiting
the
it.
problem. That's the problem.
They are baiting it. Okay.
Oh,
Smoke broke.
Radiant's
Well, that
top
was
tower
value.
is under attack.
okay.
So they got the. Did they get the tier 2 top lane? Is that already
Radiant's top tower
do.
has fallen.
Caught that too.
Wow, next level.
The range creep, come on! Come on!
Dude, you're level 12 at 24
You have
minutes
40%
minus the
experience
range.
gain. It's so much more. It's like double the experience.
I know. No, believe me, I'm right there with
So you
you.
go from, he basically got like
you
60
know you're
experience.
doing the math. Right?
Yes, of course.
No, wait, what is it, sound 5?
The heck do you think you're talking to?
25? Alright, 1 second. Press these arrows. No, God, I need to
Oh
fucking-
my!
This is that
It's
was
like
actually
it's
so
like
much.
90 more XP. It's
You want to be the mouse for a second? Click on.
sure. What do you
Oh,
wanna
don't
click?
careful.
Whoa,
Don't
oh,
watch the edge
shit,
cam.
oh,
Alright,
shit,
I'm gonna
oh,
move the
shit,
camera. You're
oh.
gonna click on stuff. Stop.
Okay,
Just
wait,
click on.
click on here. There we go.
He's gonna grab it? I don't know.
We have 2 halberds. Oh my god, that's so dirty.
All right, I'm gonna move.
That's just.
I remember.
Have fun
when no
attacking,
one
Miracle.
bought this item.
Yeah, because
Yeah, ball
you know, you got Manta, you got a Jug that can right click, you got a Lena that can right click. No, wait, you don't. Oh, but the Jug's got spin. He can take it off. Oh no.
So
wait.
he got 116 experience from that melee creep. He did. All right. Now we're gonna go 116. He could have gotten 233.
Okay, so the difference is okay. So it's more than 90.
It's more than double. He could have gotten twice as much experience, which I guess makes sense considering it. Twice the experience, but that's so much.
Yeah, especially in, you know, considering the game state.
That's like 1/7 of an experience tome.
Yeah.
Literally just use it on a range creep instead. Like, what? Why not? All right, get your hands on enough.
Oh, this is not good. And that's all. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, she's definitely very pressurable. The life steal effect really been paying off.
No man's land.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Man, that Heaven's Halberd, like the Sanj sound, is just so pleasing.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like
it
you're
really
cutting
is.
through wood or something like
You
that.
know,
Or like a
They
wooden
pretty
box.
much know Black is alone, right?
But they can't do anything. Until
Yeah,
they, like,
but
silver.
Black's just like, okay, tower,
up?
hit me.
He's actually so farmed. Like,
He has an Aegis as well.
he's gonna dodge hits. He's got tons of HP. He's
Radiant's
got
middle
tons of
tower
HP
is
regen.
under attack.
Plus, Lena's so behind now because she's died so many times. But
Yeah.
the Lena seems good, but yeah, all of these kills against him
Radiant's
just made the
middle
game
tower
hard.
has fallen.
And that's the other thing about a bristleback is that he's so good with not too many items, and he also punishes cores like Lena who fall behind.
Yeah.
Because if their damage output falls off even a little, like, what are you gonna do with the bristleback?
You get way tankier, and you can chase after him because then he needs HP, he needs magic immunity, he needs armor. He's screwed now. It's like the typical int mid carry.
What is Faceless waiting for? An item?
I think they're just trying to compound their advantage.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's absolutely no urgency for, like,
Yeah.
there's just nobody. The cores on
There's
the
no
Radiant
threat.
side,
Yeah.
they're not. They're going to be bottled into their base, and they're not really in danger of taking over the game.
Every game matters.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's it. I really do. I knew we were going to get into that at some point. I actually really do like this format. I think it's just. This is probably what we should be doing all on. Like, these games. You're going to really see it tomorrow, but even today we're just talking about it. That the group stage games just. There's so much more urgency.
We got this.
Well,
Oh.
he reflected as well.
Well, yeah, it would, and there's just nothing that Chivix can do about that. Absolutely nothing.
TP in a tree maybe or something.
Like
He
just,
tried, yeah.
He
did
can't
try.
like he can't sit in his base. He has to go farm lanes, and he needs like an otherworldly juke to survive that kind of stuff.
There's almost a Radiance on Black too.
Okay, that's actually great.
I'll
Take that as tribute. Double damage.
So the
Dyer's
buckler.
middle tower is under attack.
I guess that makes sense.
Game-winning Blink Snowball save.
It's way cheaper than Medallion because you put one armor. Boom, value,
Radiant
and 2 to
structures
your allies.
are fortified.
And Blink is going to be the only way that he
Radiant's
saves
bottom
his team
tower
from,
is under
like,
attack.
Yeah.
helps his team win the game. Because
Dyer's
that
With
way
global
if they,
though, it's probably not.
if they jump on Lena, yeah, that's good. But if they jump on Lena, you can just Blink Snowball. That's so much better than
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dyer's structures.
Yeah, I
Who's
feel
going
like,
Radiance?
Yep. Yep.
oh yeah, no, he's gonna have Hood, Vanguard, Halberd.
He wants to use this
Radiance.
Aegis right now.
Cool choice. Go spell life steal like that, or 20, 100%.
Dyer's top tower is
Disgusting
under
build if
attack.
you get it for sure. Another thing I really like about Reversal, I feel like there's so many builds that are good on him now.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see how they saw.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way. This is what I'm saying is that there's like no urgency for Faceless. They can push anytime they want to.
Just such slow patient play from them. Have good laning stage advantage, avoid a couple kills.
I think that unless you have some kind of pull gimmick with the Tuscan lane, I just feel like this draft makes it hard for them.
I just
And Miracle's Jug is really good. He's a very good Jug. People still talk about his Naga, of course, but kind of, yeah. Like, look, I mean, none of us likes Naga, okay? But unless you're Merlini.
That's the sad thing about her too, is that like all of her nerfs still mean that the only way you can viably play her now is nothing else even close, because all of her talents are so bad.
That's a really super good point. I particularly hate nerfs that take away flexibility.
But it's hard to buffer in other ways that don't just make the other OP way to play her still the best. It's the Radiance problem, basically. Radiance plus Manta is just so good, it's hard to make other builds viable without messing up other aspects of the game.
No, and it's doubly difficult because there were so many other heroes that were maybe even more a factor in the meta with that build, you know, like your Alchemist.
Yeah, same point. This Black Mane, okay, so he's upgrading his member. Huh.
I'll buy that. I mean, he's not like he's not going to need hard. Like he's not going to die anyway.
It's really good against Omni Slash.
Yeah, and that's the thing. His Black's biggest worry right now is not him dying; it's his team dying.
Dying by itself.
How many Bloodstone charges does Forlina have? Oh yeah.
2. Oof. Close. She suicided?
I think so, yeah. She died from like 40% HP.
Yeah, that's like 280.
Really tough game.
Is there anything execution-wise that you can point to that Moogle could have done differently?
They always get initiated on this part of it, but I mean, I'm sure that's a lot of like having less map control. Their opponents have the easier catch by far. It's definitely.
Yeah, I just think it's once you have this draft and the lanes go the way they did, that's almost bound to happen.
Yeah, you need.
So in some ways, like we said, the Tusk pick made the lanes harder, and it's also making the initiation more difficult too. Like I can't even believe this guy's still level 14, and he's had Midas and the experience perk. That blows my mind. But it's just a sign of how things have been going. He doesn't have time to farm lanes. He doesn't have time to get kills. Or
and he's just not. I mean, he's just not a great farming hero anyway. Like
he's okay with Snowball and Ice Shards. You can actually push really fast.
I guess that's true. Farm lanes decently well.
Did he notice the melee creep again?
Oh, he better not have.
I feel like he did, because there was only one range.
Oh my god.
Killed it. Yeah, pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he did. He snowballed the range.
You're fucking up. There's no way
that's a leak in your game.
There's
no way that's okay.
There's no way that's okay. Unless he's trying to give less experience. I don't know. Why get the experience perk if you're not going to maximize your experience?
You know, what you guys were saying in the laning phase, I remember talking to Winter after one of the Starletter games recently, and that had gone against them, and I was like, what happened? He's like, look, we're a C team and we lost our lanes. That's it. There's just so much of an emphasis on
Winter's
the laning phase
so cut
in this
and dry,
region.
isn't he? I love it.
But the thing is, like, he'll say stuff like that, and he's almost always right.
It makes perfect sense.
So
you
know, I got no beef with it.
Yeah.
That's not bad for them. This is like best case scenario. They didn't lose anything. Global Silences used BKBs.
Yep.
They get a catch though.
Coin for me.
Nope.
Okay, but they now need to take a fight.
But how? Like, what's your
Link Omni Slash with the Fusel Blade.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's their fight.
Yeah, their plan of entry is limited.
Yeah, that's why I like. That's why I felt really good a couple minutes ago when Faceless weren't pressing. Like the mentality that they're playing with, very controlled. It's gonna be hard for Moogle to catch them out.
Alrighty.
It looked kind of good, but they needed to make sure Doug didn't die there. In fact, I don't know if he had Manta style up at the time, but he should have Manta'd over spinning. The spinning, the lasso will still go through, whereas if you Manta, then Ice has to
Radiant's
retarget it,
middle tower
and you won't
is under
necessarily know
attack.
if it's real. So you might have survived if you Manta'd there, but even still, it would have been tough.
Yeah, that's actually that's a really good point
Radiant's
because
middle barracks are under
even if you're
attack.
spun up in their lasso, they
Yeah.
still got plenty of physical damage to Kitty.
It's a lot about pre-planning there, though, right? Because it's snap reaction. Press spin.
And he reacted fast enough.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle barracks has
Too
fallen.
much physical from the Lifestealer at this point in
Radiant
the game.
structures are fortified.
And we're still feeling like nothing.
Radiant's
out of
middle
Woodchuck
barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
the support team is
All right, yeah.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
His knowledge as will die to him.
And I mean, look at Black.
It's actually in mono.
Black's like had every spell in the game used on him, and he's down to half health. And they held global. Yeah.
Alright, Alpha defended.
Yeah.
Balls in the initiation.
Is it though? Is it though? It's not. It's this is the thing. They just use every spell in the game on your bristleback, who's not even close to dead, by the way.
That's good. Oh, right there. Manta run the other one away.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Thanks a lot.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Hey!
Go Midas and melee creep.
And the purge. Be nice.
I thought the ancient was gonna be destroyed.
All right, so this is probably one of the
Methodical.
Dire
least surprising results we could have had. So, what do you guys think about this region? Who do you have 1, 2, 3?
I think it's the hardest region for me to
I think I
predict.
put
personally.
Faceless at 1.
You got Faceless 1, okay.
I think TNC looked really good.
Yeah, they did.
Who's you? So the big question, I think most people are gonna have Faceless and TNC.